What's up YouTube? This is BXBomber718 coming at you with another unboxing video. I know I ain't been on Steam for a while, had some things to take care of, had to move and all that fun stuff. But now I'm back with more unboxings, and this right here is a Samsung ATIV Book 8. As you guys know or probably don't know, I used to have a Toshiba Quasmio X875-Q7390, which is actually on sale for now. So if anybody's interested, you know, you can just send me an email or send me an inbox message. But as most of y'all know, that's a gaming laptop and it's pretty hefty. And I needed something lighter since I'm doing more traveling and more business. And I'm just going to do most of my video editing, gaming, all that fun stuff on the desktop. This is going to be like for business and maybe some leisure if I have some downtime. Maybe do some video editing, do some video conversion, like ripping Blu-rays and stuff like that that I have, and just general all-purpose computing. So I picked this up today from Best Buy. This was $11.99 plus tax. You know, the ATIV Book 8 just dropped. It used to be the Chrono series, but Samsung changed the name from the Chronos to the ATIV for the US market. So that's pretty much what this is about. The main selling points why I got this is lightweight. It's under 6 pounds, about 5.6 pounds. It's all aluminum. It's very thin. It's only 0.89 inches thick, which is good. Now that's at the expense of an optical drive, but that's fine because you get more sturdiness without the optical drive. A lot of flexing only comes when you have an optical drive present. This doesn't have it, but I'll live without it. So just a rundown on the features. It has Windows 8 64-bit. It also has an Intel Core i7 3635QM. So it's a quad-core processor. Now my Toshiba Quasmio had the 3630 in it, and the difference between the two mostly that I saw was the TDP. This one is 35 watts. It consumes as opposed to the Toshiba 3630, which consumes 45 watts, and that's obviously because they're trying to keep a low thermal profile since it's less space you have to cool the processor in here. We also got a LCD, which I really like. It's a 15.6 inch full LED LCD display with touchscreen and 300 nits of brightness, which is really good for a laptop. I'll probably have to test it to see how accurate it is, but you know, when we get there, we'll look at it. It also has AMD Radeon HD 8770M, which is good. I mean, it's equivalent from the reviews that I looked at as a GT 650M, like an overclock version of that. So we're gonna just test it out and see how that does. It only has 1 GB of video memory, which is all right. I'm saying, you know, I'm not trying to go do full ultra details if I do any gaming on here or anything like that. We could do medium at native res and get away with it. Also has 8 GB of DDR3, 1600 megahertz RAM. There's 2 slots. One is under the keyboard. The other one is accessible at the bottom panel. Probably upgrade that to 16 GB of 1866 megahertz with the latency of 10. But that RAM is kind of expensive, but I'll probably do it to get better, squeeze as much performance out of it as I can. Now the downside to this has a 1 terabyte, 5400 RPM, 8 megabyte cache hard drive, which I'm gonna open this joint up and just chuck that out and get something better because that's not rocking. 256 gig. I'll probably get the SSD Pro, the Samsung SSD Pro, and replace it in there. No optical drive. It has a gigabit LAN, which is cool. Also wireless, has an Intel, I believe it's a 6235. I'm saying that because only the 6235 has Bluetooth 4.0, which this has, and that means it's a dual band. It also has 2 antenna in, 2 out, and it's also bare metal. The color, thought it was going to be the ash black from when I looked online. It said that all the Samsung ATIVs that's going to be released in America was going to have ash black. Obviously, this is not it. Maybe that's only on the ATIV Book 6. Now, the difference between the ATIV Book 8 and 6, the 6 has a smaller battery in it. I believe you get about 4 hours on that, 4.5 hours on the ATIV Book 6. And it has a 47 milliamp hour battery on that one. This one has an 8-cell battery, and you're supposed to get at least 7.5 hours of unplugged charge off of it, according to Samsung's website. I never believe what they put on the websites, but that's cool. Alright, so we about to get down to business. I'm about to unbox this for the first time. Have not seen an unboxing video for this on YouTube, so this will probably be a premiere for this. So let's get rocking. Alright, so if you see the front of the box, we have the Samsung logo, we have the laptop, we have the name of it, that's right here, and this stupid sticker from Best Buy. On this side, We have the Samsung logo, Samsung ATIV Book 8, Intel logo right there. Alright, on this side we got Samsung ATIV Book 8, another picture of the lid. Then we have the specs right here. Can you see? Alright, we got the specs right here. Alright, and on the bottom just has the Samsung logo on the bottom. Now for the record, this is my first Samsung laptop. Never really been a huge fan of Samsung laptops, but after reading reviews on this and looking it up, I figured I'd give it a chance, but we'll see. This is the front sticker. We're about to unbox it. Now another thing that I read in reviews in regards to this is the keyboard. I played with it when I was in the store. The keyboard I'm not really a fan of, but I'm not going to be doing any excessive typing on it, so it's not really going to be a big deal. But yeah, we're about to unbox it right now. Okay, and let y'all see what's in it. Okay. Right, so as you can see, foam is in here. There's no dents in here or anything like that, so the laptop should be in good condition. So starting off, we have the AC adapter right here, and again, this is a 90 watt AC adapter. So we got 19 volts and 4.7 amps. So 19 times 4.7 is approximately 90 watts. So we got a 90 watt AC adapter here, which I'm gonna just take this off. And, you know, laptops nowadays don't come with anything at all. If you saw my old videos when I had my Asus laptop, that thing had like 100 different accessories in it. But whatever the case may be, this is the adapter. We're gonna plug that in. Yeah, so it's a 90 watt. So in comparison, the Quasmio 875 Q7390 has a 180 watt power supply. So that you can already know by the amount of power that this thing has here that, you know, as far as performance, it's not going to be the same as that one. But I'll run some tests on it for y'all, some benchmarks, and report back. Alright, so let's see. Alright, comes with a user guide, which I never read. I don't know who reads user guides nowadays, but it does come with a cloth, which I do like, because remember, this is the touchscreen. It has a touchscreen on it, so that cloth will come in handy. So Windows 8 quick guide. Like I said, I'm not even gonna read that. Now, for you guys who don't like Windows 8, like me, used to hate Windows 8, but I got Start 8, and Start 8 is from StarDock, and that pretty much makes Windows 8 look like Windows 7. And I'm gonna show y'all. It's another quick start guide. I'm gonna show y'all what that looks like. Start 8 on Windows 8, because I like Windows 8 because of the improvements in the task manager, as far as you know, how the memory management is on it and everything like that. So there's a lot of good benefits of Windows 8, but that Windows 8 start menu interface is really bad. But like when you run Start 8 on it from StarDock, I mean, it makes the laptop usable, functional. Alright, so taking it out, again, I'm not a fan of this metal color. I mean, it looks fine. It just shows scratches and stuff more. But as you know, I take care of everything, so it shouldn't have no scratches on it. I have this plastic on here on the lid. Let me close the box for y'all real quick. Close this real quick. Okay. Alright, so it's plastic on the lid. It's like a gunmetal. It's aluminum, which is good, feels sturdy. Alright, on the left side, we have two USB 2.0 ports. We have an SD card reader, also does SDXC on it. We have the Kensington lock right here, and nothing else over here. Alright, turn around to the front. The front, we just have a little piece right here to open up the laptop. On the right side, we have the LAN port, the gigabit LAN port that comes out. We have the AC adapter port, the VGA port. We also have the HDMI port. I think this is HDMI 1.4a, if I'm not mistaken. We have the two USB 3.0 ports. And we also have the headphone mic jack combo port, which I'm not a fan of combo ports, but you know, whatever. On the back, there's nothing on the back. It's just this hinge right here. Alright. On the bottom feels like aluminum, which is good. I think the ATIV Book 6 had not aluminum, but it was using plastic, which is crazy. 2 JBL certified speakers. It also has some bass from what I read. You know, I'm always a fan of a subwoofer in laptops, but I mean, at this size, you can't really ask for much. Now we have one user accessible panel here. This is just for the memory. One chip. I think the other chip again is underneath the keyboard. I have to verify that by looking in the user manual or just open it up. We'll see. Now it has 2 vents here, and it has a vent up here and a vent here for the memory. Now what's interesting is I don't see any exhaust for the fan, which is crazy. Don't see an exhaust for the fan, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to open this up. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws on the bottom, including this screw for the memory. So I'm going to pull this open because I'm going to get rid of that hard drive. We're going to clone it and we're going to throw in an SSD and call it a day. But when I get the SSD, I'll do a short film of that too so you guys can see it. But looking at it, I mean, I do like it. It's aluminum. You know, for all the laptops I have, never had one that was straight aluminum. I like it because it's sturdy. I'm going to open it up right now so y'all can see it. Okay. So, let's open it up. See it? All right. Okay, this does feel kind of sturdy, which is good. All right, so we're looking at the laptop itself. So I like the laptop because when I was in the store, I was actually in the Microsoft store. I happened to walk in there by accident when I saw the ATIV Book 6, and then I saw that the 8 was at Best Buy. But I like the contrast. Like Samsung is known for the LCD panels. It looks almost like an OLED panel, but I mean, I know it's not, because if it was, the price for this thing would have been much more expensive. But it's a very, very gorgeous panel. Has a lot of deep blacks, which I like. This is the keyboard. Now feeling it to see if it was the same as the ATIV Book 6, and I think it's the same as far as the keyboard. But a good thing is that the keyboard, it illuminates, so it lights up. Just one color though, so you can't change it really. But the good thing about the keyboard and the screen, it has up here, you have the camera. Next to the camera, you have a light to let you know the camera's on, but there's another sensor up here. And what happens is it takes in the amount of ambient light, and it adjusts the contrast and the backlight of the screen as well as the keyboard synonymously together. So that way, if you're in a bright environment, it'll dim it. If you're in a much darker environment, it'll brighten it up a little more. Has one it has a trackpad here. Trackpad, I mean, for Windows 8 gestures, which I disable, it feels good for it. But I don't like, I'm not a fan of a one-piece trackpad, because when you're trying to do things like click and drag and stuff like that, the bottom where the buttons are touch sensitive, just like the rest of the touchpad. So sometimes that gets in the way. But I'm going to be using a keyboard with it, a mouse with it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Here's the JBL logo for the speakers here. This is the power button right here. I'll go ahead and plug it in and power it up, just so you can see the screen real quick. And then when I set it up, I'll shoot another quick video and let y'all see the rest of that. Let's see. Let's plug this in here. Oh, we're gonna ignore that real quick. Alright, so it's plugged in, let's power it up. Just gonna take a look at this real quick. So it says Samsung on the screen. Now it's a glossy screen, which is, I mean, not good because you get a lot of reflections on it, but another good thing about it, you get a much better, wider color garment when you use a glossy screen as opposed to a matte screen. I would have preferred a matte screen, but I don't think there's a reason why they didn't put a matte screen on it, because it's a touch screen, and with the matte screen you get more resistance than you do with the glossy screen. So, you know, that's probably the philosophy behind why they have a glossy screen, but you know, I'll live with it. I mean, if I have to use it outside, I'll just sit underneath a tree or something like that, you know, whatever. Alright, so it's booting up. It's going to show you about a minute or two of this real quick. It's going to give me a couple of setup options because this is my first time unboxing it. So I didn't do a pre-unboxing and then show it to you guys. But I mean, I like it simplistic. I mean, there's nothing fancy. It looks premium as far as the build. There's no flex at all. No flex. So that's good. I don't like moving parts. I can live with a fan being moving. You can't really change that, but I gotta get rid of that hard drive and I gotta put an SSD in it, because as you can see, this thing is moving slow because it has SSD. That regular hard drive in there, 5400 RPM. I mean, I guess they did it to cut the cost, but you know, we're getting rid of it, so it's all good. Looking at the keys, I mean, again, I don't know. The keys, I mean, it feels alright. I guess I gotta type on it for a little bit and see if I like it. Now this is really bad. This hard drive is super slow. Like, this is crazy. But come on, Samsung, let's go. We're on a time schedule here. The stickers right here. Also has what's called a side sync, which is software that Samsung is now putting on their laptops, and pretty much what it does is that it syncs with your Samsung phone. So if you have a Galaxy S3, Galaxy S4, a Note 2, Note 3, if you happen to get that upcoming, what it does is that it not only does it sync all the data on your phone and back it up onto your laptop, sort of like iTunes, but also what it does, it gives you a virtual image of your laptop, and you can manipulate, of your phone, your cell phone, and you can manipulate the phone from the laptop, so you don't even have to touch the phone, which I think is really interesting. But the bad thing, it only works with Samsung products, so not really digging that. So it's asking me here for my language, and it's asking me for all of this fun stuff. You're gonna hit enter. And it's asking me to agree. I don't know what this is asking me to agree to, but we'll accept it anyway. Alright, so it's gonna have me go through my personalization. I guess I can go through this real quick. I wanted to wait, but I'll do blue this time. PC name. Well, I'll set it up later and show you guys when I get into the Windows 8 how Star 8 looks. But anyway, this is a review of the Samsung ATIV Book 8. It's the first unboxing that I've seen on YouTube for it. The model number is 880Z as in zebra, 5E as in Edward, -X01. And that's the model. Again, I got it from Best Buy. I just purchased it. It was $11.99. I'm going to run it through a couple of 3D Mark tests, maybe PC Bench or something like that, and give you guys some feedback on it. And just generally just let you know how I feel as far as the keyboard and the overall performance. But we'll report back to you. So if you guys have any questions, comments, you know what to do. Leave it below. You know, inbox me, whatever case, any questions. I'll do my best to answer it. But this is the first unboxing for this, and Samsung needs to endorse me after this video. So you guys stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next video.